What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. So, we just went live. So, I decided to go live for a minute. Fill you in. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me fix this. All right. Fill you in. Give me one moment. So, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm going to go hoop out, right? So, I'm like, yo, I'm going to go hoop out. I'm going to go play some hoops. And so I was actually gonna go live at the park. You know what I'm saying? We talk about whatever we're gonna talk about. We go live at the park. Yes, I know I got a hold right here. So I get ready to I make the live. I'm like, I'm gonna do the live. I guess we sit down here, talk here for a minute, chop it up about, regular shit that we talk about. And then after we finish talking about whatever we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna walk to go to the park. So I look outside. I'm like, all right, it looks good outside. I look at the floor. The water's coming up off the floor. I walked over to the park today. The water's not too bad on the park. I'm like, all right. Do you not know as soon as I press the button to start not to start the live, but to make the live, I get a notification from the weather center saying that it's going to rain at fucking 150. It's like 140. So we're going to wait a minute and we're going to see exactly how the rain is going to give it up. 1 second. You're going to see exactly what the rain is going to do, how the rain is going to give it up. Then after we see how the rain is going to do, if it's going to actually rain or not, then we're going to decide on whether we're going to go outside. But up until then, I want to have a real quick conversation. I really wanted to have a conversation in the middle of the day. I know I'll be promising y'all sometimes doing conversations in the middle of the day, and I don't get around to it. I really don't want to get around to it. I don't get around to it, but sometimes I don't get around to it. So I'm trying to get the conversation going in the middle of the day. In any regard, I got a question. I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think that the industry is going to side with Young Thug and cancel Gunna? Listen to how I'm going to explain this. And cancel Gunna? Or do you think the industry is just going to let Gunna keep going on like ain't nothing happened? And I want to be clear about what I mean. Let me wipe this camera. I want to be clear about what I mean by when I say cancel and not cancel. People were saying individuals shouldn't even interview Tekashi 6ix9ine. Do y'all remember that? People were saying Tekashi 6ix9ine shouldn't even get an interview. Nobody should interview Tekashi 6ix9ine. Nobody should talk about Tekashi if he drops music. Everybody is supposed to stay 100%, a million miles away from Tekashi 6ix9ine. I want to know, do y'all think that the industry is going to keep that same energy with Gunna? Shout out to Darkwing, salute. Shout out to Art of D Glass, salute. Pulled up, dropped the cash app. I want to know if they're going to keep that same energy with Gunna. Am I the only one that's wondering this? Remember, Tekashi 6ix9ine was supposed to move out of America. He wasn't even allowed to be in America no more. I want to know what y'all think about that. Is like, okay, so I don't like, I'm going to say something I don't like so you can understand why I feel this way. Why this is a topic for me. I don't like when people say that black people are the only people that's allowed to rap. I just don't like that. I don't like when people say that black people are the only people that's allowed to create hip hop. I just don't like it. I think that we take away from how incredible and great we are as a people when we try to pretend like the only thing that we can do that can compete with others is hip hop and rap. And I think that's why so many of y'all hold this shit so close to y'all chests. Because in your heart of hearts, y'all believe black people to be inferior, and you are black, and you believe black people to be inferior of other people. So that's why y'all hold on so tightly to hip hop. That's why y'all hold on so tightly to rap, even when it's not doing us any good. I don't want to hear no more about how dope this drill music artist is, and all he does is talk about killing his own. I don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear about how this new rapper is the truth, and all he does is rap about how many chicks he's gonna bang and how much he hates his ops. Like, this is the part of hip hop is only for black people and only black people could create hip hop that you're encouraging? It's so crazy that you got people that got parents that we know for a fact is black. But since they don't look black enough themselves, they're not allowed to rap. Who's that white boy? I just called him a white boy because everybody else calls him a white boy, and that's the only way you're going to know who I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about Eminem. I'm talking about the other dude. He's mixed, though. He's not white. He's mixed. He just looks like he's white. His father is dark as me. His biological father is dark as me. So that's why I have these conversations, especially this one about fucking Gunna. Logic, appreciate you. That's why I have these conversations, especially these ones about Gunna. We got to start loving our people enough to know that we could be great at everything, and we don't have to hold on so tight to rap and hip-hop. Y'all hold on tight to rap and hip-hop, but fuck, a black person created the stop signs. The traffic lights, a black person created that. Black person created peanut butter. Black person created in-house plumbing, I believe. Black person created so much shit, but y'all don't want to hold on to none of those things. Y'all want to hold on to this damn rap shit. So, all right, let's talk about it. You can't be a rapper and be a snitch. Gunna's about to prove y'all wrong. Whoever disagreed with me, put it in the chat. Gunna's about to prove y'all wrong. Y'all said that you can't be a rat and be a snitch. Gunna's about to prove it's 150 and it's not raining and it looks like it's getting nice outside. We about to head outside. Gunna's about to prove y'all wrong. You said that you can't be a rat and be a snitch. What did I tell y'all when Tekashi snitched? I said most people that listen to rap, especially was listening to Tekashi, they don't care about snitches. Now Gunna snitched. Now you trying to tell me most of the people that listen to Gunna some white kids in the middle of fucking Peoria. Where's Peoria? I have no idea where Peoria is. But you trying to tell me there's some white kids that live in the middle of Utah? Those are the only kids that listen to Gunna? Because y'all was trying to say little white kids was the only kids that listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine. Now who's the only kids that listen to Gunna? You trying to say only little white kids? I'm here, I'm listening. I'm paying attention. Look at my shoes. I'm paying attention. No. Who's the people that's actually saying they don't care about snitches? Fucking black people. No, people is a lot of the people saying they don't care about snitches. People who don't like criminals. Think about that for one moment. I want to know, and this is real talk. I want to know, what's the difference between when Tekashi 6ix9ine snitched and sent those gang members to jail when none of them was actual artists? And what's the difference when Gunna snitches? Who Gunna's one telling on more people. Gunna's two telling on more serious crimes. And Gunna 3 is telling on the individual that made him a millionaire. So I want to understand, what's the difference between what makes what Tekashi did so much worse than what Gunna did? Can somebody explain that shit for me? Put it in the chat. I'm listening. I'm here. I'm paying attention. Why, whenever people try to tell me I'm wrong about something and I ask them to explain to me how I'm wrong, Nobody has any answers. Shout out to Ganju Roach. She says, no difference to me. They both snitches. Sounds about right to me also. But I'm letting people tell me. Put it in the chat. And I don't hate Gunna. I don't even listen to the nigga music. I don't know shit about the nigga. Just so we could be clear. I don't know nothing about this dude. I always thought his name was trash, so I never listened to his music. All right? Is that fair? I'm not trying to disrespect him. I'm just saying what it is. If you have a trash-ass name, I'm probably not listening to your music, fam. If I can't trust you to be creative with your moniker, creative with your non-diplome, how can I expect for you to freaking be creative with your music? Give me 1 second. Like, you really gonna have a trash-ass name, but you also telling me that you lit. As soon as I heard the dude name, I was like, Gunna what? Why would you have a name that indicates that you ain't never gonna be finished? Explain that shit to me. I'm getting my stuff ready. We're about to walk out the door. Explain that shit to me. The block repping says, salute Frost. Been a while. People like dysfunction and chaos. They want people to go at each other and destroy. Simply savagery. I 100% agree with you. Whenever you doing some bullshit that's hurting other people, people usually cheer for you. Usually when you're doing something and you're trying to help other people, you're not going to get the same cheers. If that's what you're saying, I can't argue with you and I agree with you. It sounds like you on point. People always ready to jump up and cheer when you're trying to tear somebody down. But when you're trying to big somebody up or build somebody up, you don't get that same energy. If that's what you're saying, I agree with you. %100. If that's what you're saying, and we